Welcome back to another challenge rebuild here on Madden 24, and today it is going to be the San Francisco 49ers, who I hope have their draft picks, because obviously that whole Trey Lance trade, which, hey, they look all right coming out of, definitely messed up their draft picks for a bit, but I think they do have all their picks, and then even extras, if I'm not mistaken now. But the reason why I say that, even though you're thinking a spin the wheel of devs challenge shouldn't be the hardest, well, we're going to add to that and make it where we cannot trade at all. Not just talking about trading for or our own players, but in the draft. Wherever we land in the draft is where we will be selecting. And you know, that is basically like sending me to the insane asylum, because I love to trade in the draft, right? I love to trade up. I like to trade down. But let's get into this thing. If you guys like the challenge rebuilds on the channel, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe if you're new. We do a ton of rebuilds, do a ton of franchise stuff. Don't know what the next challenge rebuild will be. Obviously, we do have a spin the wheel of ages we can do at some point, which is the most painful to do because, while I know a bit of ages, some of the players do like escape me, and you know, in my head I'm like, oh, they're 27, right? And then it's like, oh, they're 28, and then one of them's like 39, and I think they're like 17. I don't even know, but that was sus. We end up with pick 20, which, of course, Max Crosby, the edge rusher. We're going to take a quick look at what kind of talent we have here. So a guy like TJ Watt could be on the list. As far as star dev goes, I would probably go QB in the first round. CJ Stroud's still star. Kyler Murray's still star. So I think no matter what happens, unless you get normal dev, which I'm trying to think of like who the best is. It like Charvarius Ward at this rate is the best normal dev in the game. Unless you get normal dev, you should be able to have at least an okay player to work with. Hopefully I'm not speaking too directly into the mic, because, I've done an okay job to try and get rid of those pops. It might sound a little bit better since I'm talking directly into it, but the pops and the licks and the breathing or whatever right into the mic was so annoying. I'm trying to get rid of that, and let's hope that doesn't happen anymore. But we have our devs. I didn't say that the images were going to look the greatest, but hey, a color coordinated looks good. It is what it is. Once again, as long as we don't get normal, we're all right. There's a couple of really good star dev players in the game still. Obviously, we want superstar or X Factor, but that's not going to always be the case. If it's star, it's probably going to be CJ Stroud, to be honest with you, unless there's someone else I'm forgetting. But either way, please, just don't do normal. That's all that matters, as long as it's not normal. No way. Okay. Oh, stop. All right, we got ourselves an X Factor. Now, this could be a problem, though, right? Like, it's great to have X Factor out the gate, but let's say we get Superstar X Factor all the way across the board here. That means we're basically not going to get a QB, right? Like, all the QBs that are gone, that are decent, are gone. So, it's going to be star or less dev. So, if we don't get a star within the next, 5 rounds, we might actually lose on QB. But here we are with that X Factor. Who the hell? So there's going to be no QBs here that are X Factor. What is Brock Purdy these days? Superstar? Still star, but he is obviously a lot better. Like, this would have actually been, if we got star, it would have been Purdy that we would have taken, I would imagine, over anyone else. But Stroud's still there. I don't know if, Bryce is still there, and he is still superstar. I checked some of the devs of the prominent guys that I would have expected dev changes for, like Jalen Carter hasn't had a dev change yet. Running back is interesting because running back is a very hard position to get good stats for. They basically have to be a guaranteed beast. Jacobs is actually one of those really good players, and he's 25, so he would be here for 5 seasons. But once again, if you get star dev, a guy like Kenneth Walker would be amazing. So this, in my opinion, is going to be either wide receiver. Please tell me Jamar's still an X Factor. Yes, there is a 90% chance that this is going to be Jamar Chase. Normally, I would go with, edge rusher or, something like that, but I don't know if I can pass on Jamar Chase. Wide receiver is so hard to get. Problem is, so is edge. TJ Watt's very good, even though he's on the older side now. Joey Bosa, how old is he now? 28 as well. If there was someone younger at that, position, I would maybe go with them. And Aaron Donald's cool, but he's 32 now. I think this has got to be Jamar Chase, right? It's Jamar Chase or TJ Watt, which is, talk about having a problem. A great problem to have. I'm surprised they didn't make Sauce X Factor at this rate. If you're going to jump him that high of dev, you might as well. Or overall, you might as well. There are a couple of corners, like Trey White is still a... oh my god, really? Is he having that kind of a year? Shout out to Charvarius Ward, dude. One of my favorite guys to draft because he was always normal and easy to get, but now he's busted. I don't know. What about DT? Quentin Williams, I don't think either. No, Dexter is an X Factor. This is tough. It's either Dexter Lawrence, who's not it's not the hardest position to draft, or it is Mr. Jamar Chase or TJ Watt. I don't know. I really don't want to lose Jamar. What about DK? DK's still there too. I think the drop-off in talent at wide receiver isn't the worst, but the drop-off in edge talent is quite significant. I think TJ Watt's going to be our choice. Last second, 28 years old, but he will be fine because he's an X Factor. TJ Watt's going to be our guy. It's tough because wide receiver is another one of those positions, but I think TJ Watt's a great pick. Once again, a great problem to have, so it is what it is. Let's spin the wheel again. Anything but normal. Slow down. No. We can live with that. We can absolutely live with that. And this isn't going to be like the, how to draft a perfect fantasy draft team. This is going to... He's not there, is he? Oh, Bryce is there, dude. This is a tough one. This is tough. Could I really pass on Bryce? I don't know. Is Devontae Smith superstar yet? Still star dev. Mike Williams would be our, only option here at superstar. He's 28 now. He's 28 now. It has been a long time. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I know, is superstar. Ayuk might be, but I have a feeling that he's not going to be. Wide receiver is such a hard position to get. I think this has to be superstar. And Amon-Ra St. Brown is a guy that I have, not had in-game. This is one of the players that I just never draft. I never get. It just always eludes me. There's a very high chance that this is going to be St. Brown. Mark Andrews is an X Factor, isn't he? 27. Tight end, semi-hard to get as well. Semi-hard. Corner's already pretty garbage, to be honest. And most of these guys aren't going to be superstar. Edge wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get. Knock that out. But wide receiver. Oh, Quentin Williams, dude. Oh, the value of Quentin is so good. I just think wide receiver is so hard to get in game, and the performances from the lower tier guys is just so noticeable. Amon-Ra St. Brown being this good at 23, I think I'm taking Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a tough decision for me. Quentin Williams was such a tough guy to pass on, but I think Amon-Ra St. Brown's the guy. And as far as quarterback goes, if your team sucks, which we should be one of the worst teams because we're not able to just pick the best available every time, there's a good chance we'll draft kind of high, so we could get a rookie quarterback if we don't get one of the rookie quarterbacks, if you know what I mean, like a Stroud or a Bryce Young. That's my logic anyways, and I'm sure it's true. Results are there. Star Dev. Oh, is it going to go to X Factor? Now, here's the thing. I don't know if there's going to be many X Factors. This could start hurting us, but you can see here our results kind of cooking. Actually, maybe it wouldn't show, but X Factor, Superstar X Factor. I know most people would be like, how the hell? Wow, how did you remember that? But yeah, this could be a problem. Once it comes down to there is no more X Factors, it's probably going to end up having to be, oh my God, I didn't even think about it. Rodgers isn't an X Factor anymore though, right? Once it comes down to it, we might be stuck with certain players, right? Derrick Henry's an X Factor. If there is no more other X Factors, I have to take Derrick Henry. But thankfully, obviously, we still have a Josh Jacobs sitting there. We still have a Saquon Barkley. So we're not screwed, but we could have been, right? We could have been. Kyle Pitts might be my guy here. We'll see who's there, though. Maybe Dexter Lawrence is magically there. Damn, that DT group died. It just died. Judon's an X Factor, I'd imagine. Really? He's been pretty good for the last few seasons. I actually want to see Khalil Mack. He's got to be superstar or less, right? That's what to say. If he was still an X Factor and Judon wasn't, we would have had some fightings to be done. At this point, I think the X Factor group is going to be running back or tight end. Kyle Pitts is tough to pass on, but Jacobs, Hufanga's having that type of year too. I love it, dude. I love when we see the Madden goats killing it. Kyle Hamilton's doing well too, apparently, according to EA. I don't have time to look at every single team's players, but Bryce Young's still there, but obviously we can't get him because we are on the X Factor grind. Running back or tight end, Kyle Pitts is a monster, and it might have to be him. I really wish we could get a DT, but that didn't happen. tight end isn't really utilized too much, though, by the game, like in most schemes. Is Kyle Pitts really better than a Josh Jacobs for an offense? I don't know. I really don't know. At this point, yeah, there are a lot of really good running backs, like Bijan, Taylor's still there. Yeah, once again, I think you're looking at what is the bigger drop-off, and I think running back isn't as big of a drop-off as Kyle Pitts for the tight end spot. So Kyle Pitts, the X factor. All right, let's spin another time. Come on, anything but normal. This is a normal. This is a normal. It was going to always happen. Who the hell is normal? Like, am I dropping all the way to Tyler Smith here if he's still normal? Like, I don't even know how many players I'm going to be able to see on this list that are normal. Of course, CJ Stroud is gone. You know, Bryce Young. I mean, we're looking really bad at these positions. I can't lie. Running back just dropped off. Is there any, like, normal dev wide receivers that are, like, really good? I don't think so. I think any decent wide receiver is going to be, like, even Puka Nacua is going to be, Nacua is a hot name in the NFL right now, too, which is really interesting for me. I am interested. Romeo Dobbs at a 79? I mean, he's really not getting targeted that much to be getting that kind of recognition. Yeah, we got some wide receivers. We might be able to get a wide receiver if nothing else. Maybe Jameson dropped in dev? I mean, at this point, like at this point, dude, I don't know. Kills me inside, even though I love Tyler Smith in game, but Tyler Smith is the best normal dev available. There's a couple of guys like Taron Johnson, DJ Reed maybe, but I just don't think they compare in value. And look at that. I mean, we just took Tyler Smith, simmed all the way, and the pick before us was Creed Humphrey. Oh, it pains me. But as far as a wheel spin of devs goes, it could have been worse. It could have been normal or something, which, please. Star dev. Okay, this could be good. Please tell me Kenneth is still there. Please. I'm praying. Yes, Kenneth is still there. I think with the astounding... Wait, Bijan would have started as superstar, surely. Surely. Even if he didn't, I like Kenneth anyways. Just making sure, you know, crossing the T's, dotting the I's, or whatever the hell. We ended up getting Amon-Ra, just you know, guaranteeing things. DT is also a problem for us. Could get Jalen Carter. Once again, drop off past Jalen Carter. There's like 2 guys maybe that I would like. It's a decision. It's a decision. We have like no corners either. Jamel Dean, not really. I mean, corners just really sucky. Devon Witherspoon, I don't know. Christian Gonzalez, maybe. I can't believe the safeties, though. Like, the safety, there's still really good ones. This is tough because I think Kenneth is amazing, but I don't know when everyone's going to go. But Travis Etienne's there, Pollard's there, Mixon's there, Taylor's there, Bijan's there, Breece Hall's there, Najee's there. Pacheco's there, A-Chain's there. I mean, there's a lot of running backs still, but there's not really any as good as Kenneth, and we know that 90 plus is when they really cook off. I don't know what I was about to say cock off for. Oh, it's a tough one. I'm going to take Kenneth. Screw it, dude. Let's have a good offense. Looking at the no quarterback and no O-line and no freaking, like, 1 or 2 receivers, like, still don't think we're going to have a good O-line, you know. Oh, I didn't even think about quarterback, but I don't think... Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen here with X Factor. Like, is there even an X Factor left? I hope not. Oh, no. Oh, no. There is at least one X Factor left. We are screwed. That's literally going to be the last X Factor available. We just got cucked. Oh, my. Darren Waller, is he an X Factor somehow? Star Dev, who would have thought? Yikes. Why does that old freak do... Oh, Jason Kelsey. Jason Kelsey. Oh, yeah, he's never going to be an X Factor. They don't have O-line X Factors. The hell am I thinking? Well, that sucks. That really blows. I mean, Cameron Hayward's a great player, but, like, that blows. There's going to be no other X Factors. It's just going to be him. So after I pull him, I'm going to be taking X Factor off because we literally drafted the last one. Maybe we get lucky in the last 2 seasons, but this sucks. With us having the same teammates from the Steelers on the squad, I better see some crazy numbers, dude. They know each other. I want big numbers. See what we get. Not bad, not bad. Star at this point might be better than Superstar, so avoiding superstar is actually probably a blessing. But what I will say is we are screwed at quarterback no matter what. At this point, I don't think any of these QBs, maybe Kenny Pickett is going to be star dev. So it's going to be QB drafting time when it comes down to it. But we really didn't have an option. We could have maybe taken Bryce Young at one of the points. Oh, wait, star? Oh, hello, Mr. Anthony Richardson. Oh, I said that or did that, but yeah, I did. But is Jalen Carter there? Oh, my God. You can't pass on QB, though. You just can't. Anthony Richardson's going to be our guy. Like, no matter what, I just can't. There's so many good players available, but you gotta have QB, and Anthony Richardson's the last one with any sort of chance to develop. All right, praying for star. Star is the cooked one. Normal sucks. Yes! Keep giving me the stars. There is just something more interesting about doing a fantasy draft rebuild this way. Jalen Carter's still there, and I've been, like, nutting for him, basically. So there's a pretty good chance that's going to be my guy. Bobby Okereke, he must be doing some things. Devin White wouldn't hurt. There's some options. No cornerback definitely sucks. Joke always develops, too. That's a tough one. But linebacker's not that hard to get, whereas DT... It's not hard to get, but it's hard to develop. Any of the corners still there? Jeremy Chin, who's really more of a safety. I would imagine there's still going to be some pretty good safety. Speaking of Delpit, maybe. I think Jalen Carter is just... The value is just through the roof here. There's probably some O-line. What about Frank Ragnow? Is he still there? There are still good players, even though he himself isn't. I think Jalen Carter, at least, we need to get. Even though we have Cameron Hayward... I still want Jalen Carter because Cameron Hayward's not going to last that long. We built a hell of a D-line, though. I'll give us that. This is probably going to be normal. Another star. Keep it coming. We love the star devs. I don't know which point or what player we're going to take this time. It could be middle linebacker just to have one. Although we just seen a bunch of them drop off. And I don't really know. What overall is Quay Walker? He's probably gone already, isn't he? Quay Walker's always a guy that kind of sticks around a bit, and he's always a guy that develops because he's field general. Jamin Davis, Joke still. There's a very good chance Joke is going to be our guy because he is no joke. DT, I mean, there's options, but not great ones, and we could probably draft a DT at this rate. Edge isn't great. Leonard Williams is still there, but he's old as hell. Could go O-line. This is a tough decision. Wide receiver, I think, is kind of like... It's a little late to be thinking that we should draft someone here. I mean, look at these names. Like, it's just not gonna be valuable. And looking at Kyle Pitts, we should have went elsewhere. We could have went with Josh Jacobs. This could have been like Dawson Knox or something like that. Kind of sold on that decision, but you get a Kyle Pitts, and you know you're usually thinking, okay, that's a good decision. Let's stick with that. Safety is also kind of hard to draft, believe it or not. So I don't know. I'm debating on safety even. Corner is actually one of the easiest position to draft this year, so I'm not really too worried about it. Safety drops off a little bit, but we can kind of handle the safeties that are here. You know, even later, like a Lewis Seen. Corner just sucks. I can't do anything about this. Like, corner's just gone. Like, there's literally, like, it's just a GG. Deontay Banks is probably, like, the best available. I kind of want Joke, though. I kind of want him. Just to have one linebacker, just say, hey, we got someone. And Joke, once again, is a guy that develops a lot. So I'm going to go Joke here and continue to hope we get more star devs. And once again, O-line's pretty easy to get. We got Tyler Smith, so we have a left tackle. And we're cooking, though. We are cooking on these star devs. I mean, sooner or later, it's not going to be star devs. So we got to be happy with what we've got so far. O-line wouldn't be the worst here. So I might take one more O-lineman just to have another name. Tyler Linderbaum. Kind of stuck at center, so I don't know if I really want that. And center is one of the most popular positions in the draft. Not that I think size matters in the game. I think you can just put anyone anywhere and they'll play about the same. But just to have that, right? Charles Cross is that young still. Looking like one of those freaking CPU generated, though, with the only pass blocking. Skaronski. I think Skaronski's actually really good in game too, isn't he? He's actually really good. He might actually be our choice. Can move around the line as well if we need him to. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Onwenu, I think, is a little bit on the older side now, 25. There's no point in even looking at him. AVT's probably 23 by now. 24, so there's no point there. Yeah, I mean, I think Skaronski, even though he's a little bit lower overall than some of our other options, looks really good. I mean, he's across the board looking very balanced. I mean, he's looking like Tyler Smith. So, Peter Skaronski, two really good linemen. And I do know for a fact he is star dev, so don't worry about that. And I might have to pull this off. I don't know if there's a superstar, but we'll find out. It could be the 2-dever. I know at some point I'm just going to end up selling. Oh, don't tell me. Oh, no, Calais, stop being such a goon every freaking Madden. I know Cordero's not superstar anymore either. Not that it would have mattered. It wouldn't really make me feel any better. Oh, that hurts. That hurts my damn soul. I know Thielen's like normal dev, I think. Yeah. Any old-ass linemen still around? Jensen? You hero! Ryan Jensen, I love you. Ryan Jensen is a damn freaking national treasure. He'll be here for at least another couple of seasons. Oh, Ryan Jensen, how I love you so. I don't know why I'm getting so excited because let's be honest, we're going to end up with Calais anyways, so what are we worried about? Let's just make sure Javon Hargrave isn't superstar because at 30 he would still be very viable. And I believe that is the only superstar, right? Oh, I didn't think about that, but going forward, we can actually go special teamers. But I actually think I kind of like Ryan Jensen. 32 years old is not retired. Let's make sure Corey Linsley's not a superstar, but he's probably the same age anyways at this rate. Corey Linsley's been in the league for a while. Oh, wait, no, that's Ryan Jensen. It's like, he's superstar and 87 overall, too. I guess to be fair, if he was superstar, he would actually be the same overall and everything, but... yeah, Ryan Jensen's going to be our choice. Looks pretty solid, a little bit lacking in the pass block, but definitely better than getting a kicker punter or Calais Campbell. So we have two more safety picks with Superstar, but at the same time, getting a special teamer isn't great early. So at this point, we are guaranteeing ourselves a special teamer if we get Superstar. And welcome on probably freaking Evan McPherson. I mean, things were going well for a while. How old is Justin Tucker? 33. Yeah, this is why we go Evan McPherson, sadly. Daniel Carlson's up here too, but I don't know about the age, 28. I mean, unless Evans lost his dev, he's going to be our choice. 24, welcome to the squad, Evan McPherson. All right, another one. So far it's been kind of balanced outside of normal, which is a win. Please stop. Oh, punter. I mean, we did say we were just delaying the inevitable when we get freaking Calais Campbell. AJ Cole is always the best punter remaining. He's getting up there in the age, but as far as superstars go, he is the best because of the age. He's, the youngest of the bunch. Another spin of the wheel. Anything but superstar. Even normal is absolutely a win. We'll take that over superstar any day of the week. Yeah, there's no superstars left. Well, I mean, kicker, punter, but we're not going to do that. Like, that's just stupid. We already got one of each, At certain positions, like if it was a safety or a corner or something like that, obviously, but kicker, punter, we don't need more than one. But so far, the tallies are 3 X Factors, 4 Superstars, 5 Star Devs, and 2 Normals, which, I mean, it could have been so much worse. I'll take that. Almost debating Bobby Wagner because the value is there. Almost forgot to switch the screen there. I mean, I did, but, I recovered. But, yeah, I don't know about that now. Is any of the, youngster corners there, like Deontay Banks? Oh, my. Kyler Gordon might even be a choice of mine here. We need corner so bad. We have nobody. What about Derek Forrest? Is he still there, the safety? Oh, man, we have dropped off hard. Damn, son. Normal devs are an L.5. This might actually be wide receiver. Or Julian Love, unless he's star. He's not. This might be wide receiver. All right, I think it's Puka Nacua. I think he's going to be our guy. What a great story, and just our number 2 wide receiver, simply put. All right, at this point, we still want the stars, but, I mean, there's not really much of a difference anymore. And here it is, star dev. We're going to go with Felix Uzama here, Anudike Uzama. I think I have other options, but based on, what I've seen develop, Miles Murphy. Did not see Miles Murphy there. He's pretty good, too. Very athletic. I'm going to go Miles Murphy. There's so many options. Nolan Smith, Uzama, Ojulari. There's a lot of options, but I'm going with what I've seen develop, and I have never seen Nolan Smith develop. I've never seen, what's his name, Tyree Wilson develop. A lot of those guys are still there, but I've never seen any of them develop. Still plenty of good star devs, so I would still prefer to have star dev. And we'll get it. And Broderick Jones is still there. We will absolutely take a new star development trait left tackle. All right, any normal dev is probably going to be a linebacker or DB. And we don't have to worry about that because we have another star. Oh, wow, there's actually a lot of, what is that called? Star dev corners still remaining, which is very interesting to say the least. I'm debating on who I want. It's kind of down to like 2 names because a lot of these guys are actually 23. There's a good chance it's DJ Turner, to be honest. I don't think anyone else is going to compare to him. Age and, like, skill-wise, Cam Smith is close, but DJ Turner with that speed is going to be cornerback 1, believe it or not. But yeah, you can see why we absolutely want star dev still. We still want star dev. Not going to get it, though. And hey, Nakobe Dean's still there. That's going to be our choice without a doubt. That's a win. All right, let's see it. More star devs, please. I could use another corner. I can get Cam Smith. And I can't win there normal again. And somehow Romeo Dobbs is still there, so it's going to be Romeo Dobbs as our selection here. I think we ended up with an okay team so far. A lot of youth, a lot of low overalls, but still okay. And hey, you know what? Keely Ringo's not terrible for 21. I mean, he's actually not bad. You just need to dev up, and we're cooking. I'm going to grab him as our number 2 corner. We got the athleticism there at least, if not talent. And I almost wish I could just, like, say, hey, let's just do star, normal, because that's kind of what's happening anyways. Oh, is that going to stop? That is one of the closest I've ever seen, by the way. But at this point, the star devs are kind of, like, gone for the most part anyways, so I don't really mind too much. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens. Oh, what about Nick Cross? Is he strong safety? He might not even be there anymore. Maybe he's killing it in real life. I don't know. Nick Cross? Nick Cross never develops for me, but he's just too good to pass up. 21 years old, blazing fast, decent zone. And here we go for another spin. It's going to be normal. I think the best available player right now is Leo Chanel. I didn't really look at running back, but zone coverage sucks, but he's still young enough for a 74 overall normal, so we've got our linebackers, even if we are probably going to replace 1 or 2. That's also why I didn't go with O-line. I'm just hoping that we can get more star devs here so we can get more O-line, and it's not going to be the case. Screw me for wanting to go star normal. They're like, oh yeah, if you did that, it'd be cheating because we're just going to give you all normal. Isaiah Spiller, I think, is going to be our choice just to have an okay backup. Why not? Back to the old wheel that's been selling me. If we get free star, we might be able to get Lewis Seen. And it's going to stop short. Watch. Just watch. Ah, there we go. Back to the star. This is going to either be Lewis Seen if he's still there, which I don't know if he's going to be. He is. Ooh, he's 23 now, though. Mapu is a safety, apparently. Not the fastest safety. There's redeeming qualities here, though. 70 zone coverage. 70, 80, 81. What about Lewis Seen? 70, 80, 81. Where we see 72, 74, 78. He's definitely not as smart as Mapu, and Mapu is a rookie still. I'm going to go with Marty Mapu. He's a little bit slower but taller. Might play a little bit better at safety anyways. Maybe should have went O-line, but you know what? Safety's harder for me to get than O-line. Although if we get more stars, might still get the O-line. I think Tittman stays there for like literally ages. It's Skylar Thompson, yo. And I'm not going to hear it. It's my boy Luke Musgrave. I'm not going to hear it. I don't care. All right, let's go. I think Luke Musgrave's great, by the way. I just think he's not getting the notoriety because Jordan Love cannot read a defense, apparently. And the offensive line is hot ass. The funniest part is Pro Football Focus puts them as the #1 offensive line in the league. And everyone's like, what do you mean? The Eagles, obviously. And then the Packers O-line quite literally just turns to dust. Literally the week they said that. The week they put that out. And this is why you got to pay attention, folks, because I almost drafted a normal thinking we got normal, but we actually got star. So, you know, pay attention in school, kids. And we are lacking on the O-line, but like we talked about before, Joe Tittman is still there. There's really no point in looking at him because he's going to be our guy. But Joe Tittman, which puts us at 3 minimum, maybe 4 O-linemen. I really hope we have 4 because that'd be great. Oh, yeah, we do have 4. 3, 4, 5. We have the whole line. Wow, I didn't even know. Oh, we'll take it. What are we actually missing then? Corner, obviously. Linebackers are set. Safeties are kind of set. We could use a backup, though. We don't have any edge depth, but we at least have 1 at every position and 2 at every position you need 2. So we do have a full roster right now, at minimum. I think we'll probably go to 35, and then I'm just going to alternate between normal and star, as that's kind of what's happened. It's been a little bit more normal, I'll be honest. Maybe I'll do 2 normals, 1 star, so I don't have to, like, deal with, like, going back and forth every time, because it's kind of annoying. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do 2 normals to every 1 star, and then, you know, you'll see whatever team we end up with. Especially considering at this point, we literally don't need anything. Like, this is all, like, backup material. I don't even know who the hell I want. Oh, Keanu Benton's there? Is he normal star dev still? That's not bad. Potential future player. He's really good. Not bad. We'll take it. That might even be better than a star at this point. All right, back over to the old Wheeler. The old Wheeler. That's a star dev. Because, yeah, we have been kind of getting a lot of normals versus star. I think it's like 2-1 right now, as of, like, ever since we took Superstar off. But I'm not really sure what we can do here. Any youth? Hello, fellow youth. Andrew Booth? Is Andrew Booth really considered one of the youngest guys still? And I guess I don't know. Is there someone younger? Age. Jalen Jones is a little bit too trash for me. Kyle Blue Kelly. They're all really slow, though. Clark? Yeah, I mean, I think Booth is the best. He's the best around. No one will ever bring him down. Like, let's just be honest with ourselves. I think Kelvin Joseph's probably 23. Yeah, so it's going to be Mr. Booth, which will kind of finish our starters. Definitely going to be looking to replace 1, 2, maybe the whole damn squad. But as of right now, they're young enough to develop if we get a breakout or something. So we'll hope for the best. I also completely forgot that was star I was supposed to take. So let's just pretend like we just drafted for the next round. And if there's even a star player left, we'll draft them. Oh, crap. We know there's a couple of star players left because there's some lingering old men around. Yeah, hell, screw going back and forth. There might not be a back and forth. It might just be me drafting only normal devs. There's not really much. Yeah, let's go by all at this point. It might be viable. Is Jalen Hyatt hidden? He's normal. Is that actually the last hidden development trait player in the entire draft class? Is it actually just Adrian Amos, if he even is? Adrian Amos, I think, is the last hidden dev. Or star dev, should I say. Like, maybe running back, you would think there would be one? No? Oh, yeah, fullback for sure. What the hell am I thinking? So fullback, they just don't consider to be hidden dev. Way to go. I keep saying hidden. Surprisingly, there's no star dev wide receivers. Really, no star dev tight end? I'm just going to make sure, right? Like, I'm just going to Schoonmaker for sure. Or Schoonmaker. His name is Schoonmaker. The damn scammer is trying to make me lose my center, even though he won't start. I can't say trade fodder. We can't trade. What am I thinking? There's really no point in even taking him, but I'm going to just because, you know, it's the most valuable thing, right? Fullback, I don't think even gets drafted by the AI in a fantasy, so I'll get someone along the lines. But yeah, there's really no point. I'm just going to draft a fullback and then just draft all normal devs from the rest of the way through. So we're going to take Reggie Gilliam like we always do, and it's just going to be all normal devs from the rest on. You'll see the results after we're done. All right, here we go for the Season 1 team. This is what the roster is going to look like top to bottom. Tyler Smith goes over to right tackle. Broderick Jones goes to left tackle. Skaronski's left guard. Jensen center. And Tippmann moves to right guard. Wide receiver 1 is pretty obvious. Tight end 1 is pretty obvious. Running back, wide receiver, quarterback are all pretty obvious. But Nakua at number 2 and Dobbs at number 3. I feel like Nakua definitely would be a little bit better in the slot, but I don't think he's going to develop if he goes there. And Romeo Dobbs, as much of a Packers fan as I am, is a slightly older player. I think he's like 1 year older, which isn't massive, but when you're deciding between who should start and they're very similar, that's all it takes sometimes, right? Looking at the defense, we are in a 3-4, which you guys know 99.9% of the time I do any sort of fantasy draft type of a rebuild, I go 4-3, but I just think we're better built for this 3-4, so we're going to be rocking that as of right now. That could change, as Miles Murphy is a pretty heavy dude for outside linebacker, but we're going to make it work. We're going to rock the Steelers playbook as well because, well, we got Watt and Cameron Hayward, so it only makes sense. DJ Turner does have a chance to be a star. Ringo even has a chance to be a star. Booth could be decent. Who knows? But there are some pieces that we are looking to replace. But once again, no trades allowed, so we're going to have to take them when we get the chance. So if we believe that a guy is going to go, middle of the second round and our draft pick is late second, we're going to have to take him maybe in the first round, which is crazy, but that's the way it's going to be, as I think it adds to the challenge. Oh, damn! Jalen Carter's a superstar. It's not often you get a superstar dev breakout win, but we will take it when it happens. Oh, damn, we got to pay Kyle Pitts already. Mapu is an interesting one because he has potential, but 23, if you don't do well the first year, 24, I mean, the progression just doesn't work. Nakua is a tough one, though, because he is, I wouldn't say a long shot, but he needs a dev up, right? So I think you got to pay him. I think you got to pay Mapu and Kyle Pitts. And then I don't know about Hayward. He might just retire. So we'll see. The generational sell is among us. We finished 8 and 9, but we had such a... Was that Jordan Love at number 3? We had such a good start to the season. And then we just lost a billion games. We lost 41-0 against the Commanders. What the hell is going on? I kept the Niners offense. Don't know what the defense looks like. I went with Pittsburgh, obviously. Anthony Rich. That's got to be the most picks in the league. That's got to be the most interceptions in the league by a mile. Nope, Kenny Pickett. Gotta love Kenny Pickett, but look at the names that he's with, right? Like Kenny Pickett, Desmond Ridder, Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones. I mean, that is something. That is something, all right. Let's go look at the rushing numbers real quick, see if it's even worth... Okay, so we're changing scheme, because at least if we get the rush numbers, right, Kenneth Walker's a dynamic running back. He should be able to run this offense like similar to, CMC. Doesn't happen. Amon-Ra St. Brown was great. Pitts was awful. Considering this is a scheme that should also involve the tight end quite a bit. Dobbs and Nakua weren't great. I mean, this was a terrible offensive season. Defensively, not much better, but it is decent. All right? 13.5 for Watt, 15 for Hayward's amazing. Carter, 8.5. Could go to Superstar X Factor. You never know. Rookie, maybe Rookie of the Year. Miles Murphy, not bad for a way off scheme. Like 68 overall edge linebacker who should be playing on the, sitting down. Well, I don't know if you would say sitting down, but hand in the ground anyways. But... yeah, let's see if we won any awards. Probably not, but MVP goes to Mahomes. Amon-Ra St. Brown with Offensive Player of the Year. Wow, the NFC is weaker after the fantasy. That's crazy. Almost as crazy as Jalen Carter losing to freaking Jartavius Martin. Didn't even think Jartavius Martin would be a starter, but apparently he is. Running back at number 10, which is not great considering this should be a scheme, once again, that features the running back quite a bit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, I didn't see what the rushing numbers were, but they must have existed because otherwise he wouldn't have won the award. And I got to see Jartavius Martin because best DB as well. He wasn't just the best rookie of the defense. He's the best DB as well. So he must have had a lot of interceptions. I would say at least 7. 7, yeah. Jalen Johnson with 10, though, which is a billion, basically. What the hell was I going to check after that? I'm going to check rushing numbers for our Amon-Ra St. Brown fella, which, I mean, this team is very specific. 6 touchdowns. Wow, it's 26 yards, but 6 touchdowns. I can see why he won it now. 19 touchdowns with like 1,400 yards is pretty good. I mean, that's good enough to probably get an X Factor, so it wasn't like all for nothing. We might have a couple of dev ups, but yeah, the scheme's got to change. The Niners are way too player specific, and we don't really have the players to do that. So we're going to have to change to something else. I don't know, a team that has like 2 good wide receivers, 1 tight end. I'm trying to think. As the Falcons win the Super Bowl. Maybe the Bills, perhaps? Kind of. Bills suck at running the ball, though. So I don't know if I want that. But let's take a look at the dev up. Should be Amon-Ra St. Brown at least. And anything else? Amon-Ra goes up. Nakua doesn't, but not a shock there. 3 upgrade points as well. This could be a chance for me to test out what's the best upgrades. But what does he actually need to release? Oh, he needs release and deep threat. He's got the best build there is. He needs the thing that is one of the best receiver things to go for. So we should get some release here, maybe even a speed. And obviously we already seen the deep threat come in. There's the speed. Yeah, deep threat is just always the winner. Slot is pretty good, but deep threat is just always the winner. I mean, look at these upgrades here. I mean, what did he end up with? From 3 upgrades, 20 points. 1 to speed, 1 to medium route, 2 to change the direction, 1 to spec, 1 to catch in traffic, 3 to release, 7 to deep, and 2 awareness. He is cooking defensively. Please. Jalen Carter still goes up in dev, but no one else does, sadly. Not even Nakobe Dean. But Jalen Carter, from star to dev to X Factor in his rookie year. Almost like something that could happen in real life. It's kind of weird. And for the re-signings, we got all the guys you would... Oh, we didn't get all the guys you would expect because one of them would have been Cameron Hayward, and he retired. The biggest waste. That was like our 3rd pick of the draft, wasn't it? It was up there for sure. Oh, that hurts so much. Not only is it like just a huge loss because that's a big name player we just lost, but also he played really well, which is really unfortunate. We knew he was going to be good. It's just that's the reason why we didn't want him is because we knew we were going to lose him. You know, Calais obviously retires. Lane Johnson retired. That's a little early for him though, no? Where's our guy? Left tackle, Julio goes, Sue goes, Flacco goes, and then the big one, Cameron Hayward, dude. 34 going on 35. I mean, he's old. Yeah, he's old, but he's still gold, right? That hurts. That just sucks. But obviously we have a big hole at the right end spot now. Or left end. I don't freaking know which one he's on, but either way, it sucks. Maybe we pay for Gilmore because we need a corner too that's like actually decent. And I don't know if we're going to draft that position. We might draft edge and then put Murphy inside. I don't know, but we got to do something. The defense is lacking a little bit, and obviously we have to still believe that Anthony Richardson's the guy, at least for one more season. Then if we suck again, then we'll make that call. And as you can see here, every team is trying to go for Gilmore because A, he's still pretty good, and B, there is not a lot of talent. So, you know, when it comes down to it, if you're going to spend money, this isn't a bad spot to do it. We're definitely not going to get him at that price, but I threw my name in the hat. That's all I can ask for, right? And I put my name in the hat. Whatever happens from there, happens from there. And we're going to skip it. And we, of course, do not get him. I can't wait to see the contract. Oh, wow, he joined the Patriots. I mean, in fairness, there's a little bit of tie there. For $9 million less. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that, you know, decision, but sure. So what pick are we going to be drafting at today? 16, 48, 80, 112. Not bad. Not bad. First round pick, usually defender of some sort, you know. O-line I think is a little bit too high. Wide receiver, maybe. Did pay Nakua a 4-year 36. Could play the slot, though, because that's probably where he's better anyways, but I don't know. O-line, I actually don't think we need to draft anyone. Jensen's here, should be here for another 2 seasons. He didn't go down, like, at all, unless he went up 1 overall and then that negated. Yeah, he just got a skill upgrade, which was +5, and then lost 4, so, you know, +1 on the season. Hell yeah, Jensen. But, yeah, defensively, a left end / right end, middle linebacker wouldn't hurt, edge wouldn't hurt, safety wouldn't hurt, corner wouldn't hurt. I think I'm going to look for edge / corner. Murphy, like I said, might move inside. He's not the heaviest, but he's also not the lightest. 275 with, where's his strength? Ooh, 82 strength. I don't know if I can make that argument, but might be the play. We'll see. Really just best available no matter what draft we do. I'm assuming it's not a spin the wheel of devs draft, obviously. That doesn't qualify. All right, we're headed to the draft. I have the window open now, so I apologize if you hear a little bit of wind and rain, but I'm literally recording this on Friday the 13th, and it's rainy, it's dark out, and it's stormy. It is like the perfect weather. October is the best month. I'm sorry if you don't agree, but you're just wrong. Of course, some of my ideas for who I want. Jamal Jarrett is interesting. Elite jumping, very good speed. Well, just good. Put the very on my own. Tall. He fits as a really good number 2 wide receiver, maybe number 1, and then Amon-Ra at number 2. But there are a couple other guys. Nolan is kind of an interesting name because he's got a couple of really good key ratings. Couldn't scout him further. Not the most athletic, but athletic enough. Probably like 91, 92 speed. And then we have a couple of DT types. I think first round-wise, though, even though his catching sucks, I think I got to go Vanover. Raphael Vanover. He's 23, which really, really sucks, and I never go for 23, but the corner group in this draft is really bad, and like I said before, I have to take a player here. I almost have no choice unless I reach 2 to 3, unless I go wide receiver. I hate going with a 23-year-old corner or 23-year-old anything for that matter, but I have no choice unless like I said, I go and reach for Levine, but I have no choice. I have to go with Mr. Raphael Vanover, and I'm praying. If he's not hidden, I'm never going for someone over 22 ever again. Ever again. And he is hidden. Okay, so he probably will be star, maybe will be star, but at least he's not normal. If he was normal, like I said, never again. Never again. I feel like I've said that before, and it actually happened, and then I didn't. But then again, I think another time I actually got really good. Ooh, Kurt Noland. Once again, we are not trading up or down, so whatever we want has to be achieved in the round we're searching for it. Is wide receiver that big of a need? Probably not. Is strong safety or safety in general that big of a need? Kind of. So I think with that knowledge, I'm going to go with Raekwon Cartwright, and we've got ourselves a hidden. I want to see Nolan in the end because I think Nolan's going to be very good, but fair enough. All right, so let's go to 16 in the third round. Hopefully they're... Oh, I was about to go Meeks. I'm almost certain of it. I was almost certain of it. We're going to go with Jonathan Green here, I think, with this pick. We could use a DT. I can't trade for anyone, though. This linebacker looks too good to pass. Jonathan Green. Normal. I might have sold. I can't trade for anyone, so if we don't get a DT in pick 16, and there goes Coleman, I think. Coleman was my nose tackle. I don't think he's going to be there. Yeah, that was him. Well, we can't trade, so let's look for the best available DT from there. Any other big guys? Just because, you know, usually those guys are, like, somehow busted in-game. 318's pretty big, but I don't think that's quite what we're looking for. That was the only nose tackle in the entire draft, bro. Man, did I sell. I guess we're going to go with Chauncey Choice. 21 years old, okay speed, power move of B. Landed hidden. Why the hell not, dude? All right, maybe that guy plays edge and Miles Murphy moves inside. I don't know, but next pick is in the 6th round. I mean, this could be, I don't know, quarterback, just to have a backup. Yeah, I don't know if I like this whole not trading thing. This is a harder way to do rebuilds. Definitely not going to argue that point. I don't know if I would say it's a better way. Some people would argue and probably say it's the only way. But I struggle not to trade up. Let me tell you, this guy looks all right. Austin Morgan, 6'4", 241. He's freaking huge. 93 throw power, not bad. And then probably have a 7th round pick. What the hell do we want to do here? We don't really need anything unless we're not going to pay our fullback, kicker, punter. Maybe our fullback needs a contract, so maybe I will just go fullback just to make sure we have someone for the future, because otherwise I'm going to have to waste the pick on it later if I do want that position filled, which, to be fair, I don't really care, but I like to just have a full squad just for the hell of it anyways. That guy, you know what? I actually want him. I want to compare his, like, ratings on the left compared to the Pro Day, because it says good and elite, so good should be at least 82, whereas a 473 should be less than 82. Yeah, I mean, that's literally how it looked. So, like I said, you kind of have to mix the actual times with the grade of it, because it actually plays a pretty big factor. But let's take a look at our draft, see what we did for ourselves. 76, good. 74, 76, even though he's normal. 68, 63, 62. So let's take a look at Vanover, who probably is going to be star, like I said. Very good zone, solid man, fast for his heights. Is this going to be the guy that changes my mind on going for someone over 23 or 22? It might be. It very well could be. Superstar development trait. Actually not bad. Cartwright, really good strong safety. Gonna probably put him at free safety. Kind of looking like Sidney Brown here in game. I think it's the same player model they use. Star development trait, fair enough. Obviously Green is normal development trait, but I'm still curious to see how good he actually was. Very good block shed, but that zone does suck. Obviously, unless he has finesse, which he doesn't have any power or finesse, he will be playing inside linebacker. I don't know if he's going to start. We'll have to see those overalls, but might, he's what, 21, I think it was? Drops to 75. That's still usable. We'll say the choice is probably a little slow for edge, but I guess we've got ourselves a little Aiden Hutchinson, don't we? We've got ourselves a little slow fella. We're number 52. That's great, I suppose. Patrick Willis, I apologize. Pretty good accuracy. And let's take a look at those players. I want to see Nolan, and I want to see 2 DTs. I had Meeks and Coleman. Where was he not a second rounder, Nolan? Did he actually not go in the second round? Nolan went first in the 3rd round, and he was a 78 overall. That catching is pretty damn good. Medium routes through the roof. Wearing number 27, I got to fix that. I cannot allow this man to wear that. That's just wrong. Number 10 looks all right. Oh, we would have the perfect 1st and 2nd round. That sucks. What about the DT Meeks, 74 overall to the Rams? Oh, we'd have been set. 81 finesse. The A finesse never lets me down, yet I sold and let him down. He's stuck on the Rams now. And then where was Coleman? He was like a early 4th, I believe. Oh, no, he went right there at the end of the 3rd. Mr. Coleman, what overall was he? 74. Is a normal, in fairness. Very raw. I just knew he was a nose tackle, and I was like, those nose tackle types are pretty much all the same. They all have over 70 overall. That's all I need to know. But, yeah, he actually was pretty garbage. So, I don't know what I do at Myles Murphy, but jeez, I don't know. I don't know what to do here. Let's see. So, DT, we have Jalen Carter. We have Keanu Benton at left end. Right out, Myles Murphy kind of makes sense. But then we'd have like a really bad edge room. So I might have to just base it off of free agency because once again, I can't trade. Oh, we might be saved. Leonard Floyd's in free agency. Let's do it. Leonard Floyd's going to be our new outside linebacker while Myles Murphy goes inside to play left end. All right, here's the squad for year 2. It's still a pretty decent overall. If we're looking at what we need to replace on offense, we'll look for wide receiver, but we're not going to go crazy because I think what we got can work. And then everything else is fine. And then defense, linebacker still might be an issue. Edge or DT because you can maybe move Murphy back, but he seems to be a higher overall here on the interior, so maybe we'll keep it there. Benton might need to be replaced, so DT in general, possibly. Inside linebacker, possibly. Edge, possibly. But everything else, like I said, I think is pretty good. Mapu, I would love to just force him to zone only, but that doesn't seem like it's going to be the case. +3 to zone is great, which a +3 to zone gets him to 77, which is proving something there, right? All right, well, it sucks that Choice is at linebacker because he's our edge rusher. I guess we go block shed because it's the best way to work, I guess? I don't know. He's not good enough. What, is that the moon? Did I just turn into Neil Armstrong? What the hell just happened? Let's see what Rookie Focus gets us now. Obviously, it's going to suck. It's just block shed, but it's better than nothing, I guess. TJ Watt teaching an absolute bum to be better. A +3. Damn, TJ, you're crap. The rookie, the camp standout gives like a +5. Hopefully this is like Murphy or something. Hey, Murphy, rushing the passer because he could be back at edge next season. Poor Myles Murphy. And the moon's back. All right, another moon landing. Why not? Screw it. All right, 130 mil, which obviously means we're going to have some names. Joke, as an inside linebacker, is asking for a lot less than he would have been if he stayed at outside. Broderick Jones is fair pay. I kind of want to keep Jensen, so I'm probably going to pay him too. Dean's just going to be let go, I think. And we pay AJ Cole and let the fullback go, I think. That's going to be the plan. No matter what, we have the title, but we could get the bye week. We don't. We lost. I wonder if we would have won if we would have had it. Let's see. Oh, man, no is the answer. The Commanders at 16-1. Who the hell do they have out there? We'll have to take a look at them as well in a second. Jordan Love, number 3 again. It's just like Trevor Lawrence, Patrick Mahomes, Jordan Love. What? It's so confusing seeing that, but hey, you know what? Maybe it proves that it doesn't really matter how bad you are, but what scheme you're in. As always, Max Crosby, the same kind of names. Offense was definitely better. I ran... Who the hell did I run, actually? You know what? I might have forgot to change the playbooks. Maybe I didn't run anyone different. Who was it? Did I switch it? I might have switched it. No, I kept it San Fran. Okay, so maybe the Niners can work and we just need another season under the belt. I don't know. Let's take a look, though, because those numbers looked all right. The picks were a little high, but, going from 27 picks to 17 and going from 26 touchdowns to 36, not bad. The yards are still low. Walker was better, but the touchdowns are down. So, yeah, you're not going to get that many touchdowns with this playbook, it seems, sadly. but the offensive line's going to play better. Maybe that's something. Watt was just as good as last year, but without his partner in crime, I mean, the numbers for everyone else were awful. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, 4 interceptions. We just paid him like a 6-year 70 or something. I don't even know. It was ridiculous, but looks like it might lead to a dev up, which would be great. Award wins, probably not going to have any, but Trevor Lawrence, the MVP. I do want to see, once again, what the Commanders doing and where Jordan Love is. Maybe it's the same answer, perhaps. Of course, Nolan, the freaking Rookie of the Year. And then we had 2 guys on Defensive Rookie of the Year, but didn't win it. Oh my, that sucks. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, so the Commanders quarterback is Geno Smith. Not really putting up that crazy of numbers, but 16-1 nonetheless. As far as Jordan Love goes, Rams is the name. Okay. 88 overall versus their 85. Obviously, the fun part about doing a fantasy is you also see new team names, which is pretty cool. Let's see if we can make a magical season out of it, as we're 11-6. Back and forth, back and forth. The Giants with 7 points to start her out. We get finally some points on the board. 10-7, 10-10. Halftime is going to be 10-10. It's not really looking great for us, but both teams are looking pretty bad. So if we can just get one more touchdown, could be enough. It's not, and here it is. Here it is. The Giants are about to win with a walk-off, and on 4th and 8, they're not going to get it. Can I do something to lose us the game before we get to overtime? Probably. Oh, my Lord. The Niners playbook is a disaster. I'm just going to run the ball and see if something happens. I mean, not terrible. That actually gained like 10 yards. Their game plan changed drastically when I got that. St. Brown in the backfield. Okay, we'll see. Screen pass to St. Brown as a running back. And going to get out of bounds. No, he does not. That sucks. Hail Mary. I mean, Anthony Richardson's got an arm on him. Let's see if we can do it. That'd be kind of crazy. Romeo Dobbs is the target, which obviously could lead to anyone. Oh, my. Kyle Pitts. I mean, he's got a chance. Oh! Nakua, you gotta get that ball. Either way, overtime. Giants win the toss. That could be it. We'll see. I usually do feel better getting the ball second, though, because obviously you get a chance no matter what now, and that is a huge coin, by the way. But it just seems like whenever overtime starts, the first team doesn't get the score right away. I don't know if that's just to, show, hey, the game's going to be more interesting this way, but that happens a lot. And 4th and 1, they go for it. They didn't get it. But we're going backwards. 3rd and 2, we get the first down. 3rd and 19. I mean, they just need like 10 yards to have a chance. 10 yards gets you potentially into the next round. And I got to say, this playbook is just like, there's nothing stationary about it, which maybe makes it harder to defend, but for me, it's harder to read, you know? Pitts. Screw a field goal. Pitts is too quick. Touchdown, Kyle Pitts. Moving on to the divisional. Beautiful throw. Great route, and there's nobody on him. Let's take a look at the numbers. Not great, honestly, when you consider the fact that we just got a touchdown there. Losing almost to Baker Mayfield and company is not great. They look like a pretty rough team. I'm seeing a lot of random names here for them, Not really any, superstars. Holy crap, Anthony Richardson with the throw power. He starts at, 95, right? I think. I don't know. Let's go with short, whatever the hell short is. I think media, field general, which will give us medium as well. Let's see what we get. More to deep. Does he really need any more deep accuracy? By the way, we're moving on to the divisional round. Who's it going to be against? The Cowboys. Of course it's the Cowboys. Commanders probably still in it, but obviously we're not the worst seed. I think the Commanders are still in it, even though they had a bye week, and this is their first game playing the playoffs. Wonder if they're still in it. Cowboys are going to score a lot in this one, so we need to put up points every single drive. 7-3, 7-10. Nice. 14-10. 14-17. Just talked about needing points every drive. Not bad. 21-17. 21-24, and that's going to be it. Probably. Possibly. We're in a good spot here, I think. 4th and 5, you got to kick the field goal. They hit it. 5 minutes left. Dallas in a good spot. Will have to punt, I think. No, they went for it, and they got it. 4th and 2. I mean, this is a field goal chance. I don't think you can waste a clock. Is that Younghoe Koo? Don't know if he has the leg for this. He's like 92 kick power. Come on, Booth. He does easily. Wind is actually going to pay us no help here. Playing against some pretty average quarterbacks, though, and we're struggling. I think it was Stafford I seen or Geno Smith, one of the two. But here it is. 3 points, 2 timeouts. Let's see if we can get it. I usually don't come in and play this much, but why not? Why the hell not? Oh, Romeo. Stop fighting, Romeo. Drink the damn poison. See, your boy, you didn't know your boy knew a little Shakespeare. Even though everyone on this planet's probably had to read Romeo and Juliet just for school. But I read it on my personal time. Oh my god. Dobbs, oh Dobbs, where art thou, Dobbs? On the edge. Nakua, you kind of need to be my guy here, alright? Hopefully I haven't been butchering his name. Oh my god, everyone's got the fingertips of a freaking legend. You can't tell me these sliders aren't hard, alright? These are the sliders we run on our Texans franchise, which are not easy. You know, the reason why we do all right in our Texans franchise at times is because we mix it up. But in this situation, I can't really mix it up. Please, Anthony. Yes! Nakua! Racing! Gets it! I almost went out early, but didn't need to! Failed play, massive touchdown. Puka. Please don't, Dallas. Please don't, Dallas. Please don't, Dallas. Please don't, Dallas. Bro! No shot! There's no effing way. There's actually no effing way that just happened. There's just no effing way. There is 0 shot. I should have came in. Should have came in. There's no way they would have got that if I was in the game. The Cowboys need to stop in game, dude. They're just so busted in game. It's unfair. Like, what's the best play to run? The same one we just ran and hope that they leave it again? I mean, they are kind of leaving it again, right? We need a block. There's no way Nakua gets open again, though. Damn it, they're on this one. Oh my god, though. The safety just saved it. That's an insane throw. Coverage even better, though. And I don't even want to talk about it, bro. I just don't want to talk about it. Mac Jones, the greatest quarterback of all time, despite the fact that he may be a career backup. Let's take a look at the sack totals. I mean, we had the numbers. We just lost. There's no way. We were 20-some seconds away from getting to the championship round. And we lose. Fun stuff. It's going to be the Cowboys in the Super Bowl for sure. I don't care how well the Commanders did in the regular season. It won't matter. Cowboys are busted. It just won't matter. Just simply won't matter. Cowboys win themselves a Super Bowl over the Patriots, 31-24. 26-21, close enough. Let's take a look if we have any dev-ups. No dev-up for Anthony Richardson, though. That really sucks. It was close, I'd say. Kenneth was good, but the yards and touchdowns weren't amazing. And then defensively, Benton. Oh, my God. Get Benton. Floyd with a dev up. Cartwright. He was only star, so he went up in dev. At least something happened positively. But overall, still really disastrous. It's just... dev-ups aren't really happening, but luckily the progression has been there, especially for a guy like Jalen Carter. He's been ridiculous. Obviously, the power move kind of sucks, but still, that's fine. Block shed gets the job done regardless. But corners are fine. Vanover is the new number 1, though. Need a new left end and then outside linebacker for sure. I wish we could trade. I really wish we could trade. We have 93 mil, but who knows who's up next, right? It could easily be... you know what? Leonard Floyd. Nah, Leonard Floyd was garbage for us. He's not a bad overall. That's what almost drew me in, but he was garbage for us. We need some sort of front 4 player. We need somebody that can pass rush at some capacity. Whether they're big, they're small, it doesn't matter. We need something... Hargrave is that something, not the best something in the world, but definitely can get the job done, so that's going to be what we do. Ernest Jones, probably not going to be the guy for us. Daxton Hill is intriguing, to say the least. We could put Mapu back at linebacker if we really wanted to, right? Daxton Hill sucks at zone, though. Would be more of a corner at this rate. That contract is so cheap, though. I've gotta I've got to throw an offer on for a 4-year 22. Whether he plays safety, corner, whatever, never mind. Screw it. Never mind. They've done it. They've done it for themselves. But yeah, Javon Hargrave's very good still. Doesn't really want to join us, though, because he's like, you guys got rid of me. I don't want to come back. Let's see if we can get him back, though. Well, our name was in the hat. We offered a 1-year 18. He went to Tampa for less. And obviously, when I say they got rid of Javon Hargrave, I mean like the fantasy. Obviously, I know that he played for 2 teams before that. All right, pick 26 in the first round. There's a DT and an edge rusher that are 1 to 2s, but they could both be gone. Obviously, no trading of any sort, so that means no trade ups, no trade downs. The DT's there. Ooh, the edge rusher's there too. I don't know, dude. Chris Hunt's only 6'2", but he is pretty athletic, with a good speed, good excel, good agility. Got an A finesse, B block shed. I don't know if you can pass up on that, especially when you have Ferris, who's like B, and then Ellerby, we could go later, even though he's probably going to be garbage. Still a nose tackle type, so could go for him. Then the rest are linemen. I didn't really have a whole lot going on in this draft, so Chris Hunt's going to be my guy, I think. Please. Nice hidden development trait. New edge rusher, who dis? We take it. Miles Murphy is staying interior. And we probably take the nose tackle just to give us options because Benton is like 24 or 25 now. Hasn't gotten a dev up. Pretty good block shed. I think he is like 84 after, some deving. O-line is a need for the future. Is that a need we want to deal with now? Linebacker, I think, is fine. Even the guy didn't dev up. I think he has potential. So I think we're going to go with Teddy Allman and then hope Ellerby's there late third. I think that's going to be the call. Teddy Allman. Hey, we got ourselves a future lineman. We're set. We are set. Ellerby, even though he sucks, so we're going to just deal with it. I guess I will say the only thing that's nice about not having to, or not being able to trade is it saves me a little bit of time, I will say. Ooh, do I get risky? I think I need Ellerby the most, just in case. 43 reps, big DT. Hey, hidden dev, 98 strength. The guy Coleman we wanted, we didn't get him, and he was normal. So, okay, we cooking. Wonder if Pemberton's will be there because he's day 3. A lot of day 3s do go in like the 4th, so we'll see. And damn it. And you know what? This guy's screwing up. I'm going to take him, Ronnie Byer, some random tight end who's hidden dev. I mean, it ain't that hard. It really ain't that hard. I didn't even scout the guy to see he was on the top of the list, and it's not really that common to see tight end that high still. So I was like, maybe, and he had some speed, so I was like, screw it, we'll take him. Mitch Greer, who the hell is this? 22. Yeah, he's gonna suck, but I'll take him for depth. 90 speed. Oh, faster than I would have thought, though. Faster. I seen solid speed. I was thinking 87. We'll take that for that height. You can actually probably use him, but we won't. And I got to be honest, this quarterback is looking kind of insane. No, Jonathan Barden. Yeah, I mean, it just looks too obvious, right? Like, they're not really hiding a whole lot there. I don't know who the better fullback is. I'm going to go with O'Neal. It's probably one of the worst fullback groups I've ever seen. O'Neal, I suppose, for the potentials. Obviously, normal dev is fullback is super hard to get hidden for. We got one in our Raiders rebuild. Maybe check it out. But other than that, I don't think I drafted a single hidden fullback this Madden. Maybe 1 or 2 last Madden. It's not common. Let's take a look at these overalls and potential devs. 74, 75, 74, not bad for our 3 big names. And then a lot of random names, 64, 63. So obviously pretty raw players that are all probably, star dev only, but usable guys, which are super fun to draft because, it takes a little bit of work, but they are worth going, and using because they're, there's potential there. Barden, I'll take a look at the dev just because he is a quarterback, but once again, I would still expect, probably star. Yeah, I mean, most of these gems are going to be star dev. Fullback was decent overall. Greer, I don't know if he's usable, but it is what it is. And then Hunt, I think needs to play a right out, right? So we're going to move him there, and while we're there, we'll take a look. Okay, speed. Finesse is pretty good. Block shed's all right. It's going to be putting him at the right outside linebacker spot. Please tell me. I'll guess 59. Dev? Star. Man, we should look at Ferris, but we didn't really need him because we ended up with Ellerby anyways. Keith Ellerby. A nose tackle. That's kind of raw. Kind of reminds me of Coleman, but he's definitely a little bit better, especially with that block shed. Dev, superstar. Damn. They ain't going to give it to me. And then Allman probably needs to play center next season, so that's what we're going to do. Just a good finesse blocker more than, like one style of like pass or run, which is still one style. It's more agile style, but still center, star dev as well. But hey, that's a good set of draft picks considering, once again, we cannot trade. So 5 hit-ins in a draft where we only had one of each round and we couldn't trade up or down. That's pretty good. The Season 3 team is as follows. Anthony Richardson's starting to get up there. Kenneth Walker is 94 overall. 96 for St. Brown, 94 for Pitts. Nakua is only 83. Hasn't really had great seasons, right? We haven't really had much outside of the main guys. Even Pitts really hasn't done well, but he's only going up because he's so young as an X Factor. Green, we're hoping, is the guy of the future because we know Joke is. TJ Watt, obviously that age has become a problem. He's like 31 now. 30, thankfully not 31. About to be 31, though. Still good, but regressing without a doubt. Looking at the rest of the players, Hunt is a new name. We're hoping he can get up to speed quick. Corners look pretty good. Free safety looks pretty good. Interior, Benton, even though he's only a 77 overall, is a high block shed guy. So fair enough. We have a good run stop unit on the interior, and the edge can hopefully get it done, getting to the quarterback. Mapu, I really do worry about that zone coverage. Could be a guy we replace as well, but overall, we're in an okay spot. An 86 overall, that's probably a top 5 overall team, which once again gives us a chance to maybe win a Super Bowl. I'm sick of these damn humbling experiences. He's had back-to-back humbling experience seasons. How freaking much humbling experience did you need? This guy's the most humble man in the world. He's a damn monk at this rate. I think monks are humble, aren't they? Oh my god, that contract's not humble, though. But Jalen Carter is him. Oh my lord, that's a lot. Brother, please. Let's do a 5-year for Kenneth on the cheapest we can do. That is some cash. That is some cash. That is a lot of cash. 5 for 40 for Tippmann. We're broke as hell. We might have to be relaxed. So Jensen's gone. We can't afford that. We just cannot afford that. And then Jalen Carter, we could barely afford, but we got to. Pretty good season. We got Jalen Carter on that contract, which was so much money. 12-5. Don't see Jordan Love on the top 3 quarterbacks list for once. And finally see TJ Watt on that list for sackers. Offense might need to be changed. We'll see. Kenneth's playing pretty well, though. But the receivers, we're just not getting development there because of it. Nakua did have a pretty good year, but I don't know. It wasn't our best work. Carter was still pretty good, even though he's basically the nose tackle here. Benton 5, 4.5 for Murphy. So might move Benton over to DT. I'm going to be so mad, though, if DT actually costs more than playing like a left or a right end. It's the reason why I didn't move over Jalen Carter after we lost Hayward, because I figured DT would be the cheapest to re-sign him, but I may have been wrong with how much it cost us to get our man. Of course, Defensive Player of the Year goes to TJ Watt. Any other award wins? Ooh, Kenneth's the best running back. That's a dev up, finally. Kind of figured it would be with just how well he played, but still, you just don't know. All right, year 3, back in the playoffs, going against the Cardinals. What's that overall looking like? We're in 89, they're in 86, which isn't bad, but with Joe Burrow, you would expect higher even. I really don't want to change the scheme because we're winning and we at least have half of the Niners' actual playbook, but at the same time, I just don't know if it's good enough. I want some better stats for passing to get some dev ups because we're just not getting it right now from Anthony Richardson or the receivers outside of Amon-Ra, who only got it because of the rushing stuff, I suppose. But 31-28, the Cardinals came back strong, but dug themselves too much of a hole, too big of a hole, and we are the winners. Of course, very accurate game from Richardson, but only 1 touchdown and did throw that pick. But Kenneth Walker did steal like all the rushing touchdowns in the world. McCole Hardman was amazing. Looking at sacks, a couple of names there. Dre Greenlaw with an interception, so at least it wasn't like some bum that got it. How ironic is it that it's Dre Greenlaw? But moving on to the divisional round. It'd be nice to get a bye week one of these years, but I don't know if it's Commanders again, but somebody's been cooking up every single season so far. Got a couple of upgrades that I'll knock out, but we'll be moving on to that divisional round, see if we can get past it, as last year we should have, and the Cowboys said, no, 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 no. This should be a, no, he's not a man coverage corner. Okay, he's zone. Guess that makes sense because he was 80 zone to start, 74 man. Pretty good man coverage upgrade there, but once again, high zone, not great man. If we see a sick corner in the draft, maybe we move him to safety because Mapu might not be our guy. I don't know yet. But let's go to that divisional round and see what we're cooking, as it is against the Detroit Lions, who did not win their division. It is the Packers with the bye week and the division title. The Lions playing on the road as a 13-win team. I mean, I've seen some things from the Lions. They won an MVP this rebuild with Trevor Lawrence. So, yeah, I don't know, dude. This could be scary. All right, can we get past this damn division round? Good stop with a touchdown to go. Nice touchdown again. Detroit making a play, getting a field goal. A touchdown again is great. They drive down, don't get a score, and that might be it. 28-10 now. One more score will do it. Don't get it. And the Lions just can't move on this defense. The defense will hold 31-17. So our max offensive points kind of seems to be about 31. Anthony Richardson not really playing as well as I kind of expected him to, but good enough to get the job done. They wanted Laporta again. Kurt Nolan, the guy we passed on, not making us pay, thankfully. Miles Murphy, shout out. Shout out. We'll take that. That's not bad at all. Could be a Super Bowl win as we move on to the championship round. Is it going to be the Packers? We have another NFC North battle to go on. All right, to the championship round, and it is the Packers. Who the hell did they have to play? Was it actually anyone that matters to me? They didn't have a game. The Rams by 3. The Rams are all right in sim, though. Even though they don't really have the best team in this one, I don't remember who it was Jordan Love, right? Ironically enough. The Packers, 85 overall. We're at 90. They've got a lot of oldies. Eddie Jackson is just a god in sim, dude. I swear. Not that it's sim, but in our Bears franchise, he's cooking up too. Which you guys need to watch. I have a ton of fun playing that, and you guys need to have a ton of fun watching it, or else you find something else you like. I'm not going to force you into watching something you don't like. Fair enough, Do what you want to do. 14-3, not bad. Niners continuing that dominance against the Packers, perhaps. 14-6, another non-Packers touchdown kind of game. One more. Oh, and they're not going to do it. The Niners are moving to the Super Bowl. 20-12, another one of those obscure ones that you just expect from a Packers versus Niners matchup. Tua versus Anthony Richardson. That's just a weird battle for me. I don't know why. Looking at Kenneth Walker, he's been pretty good in these playoffs. We can't lie. Alan Lazard is back, and then TJ Watt is just cooking up. I almost didn't take TJ Watt, and man, what an L that would have been. Like, could you imagine I didn't take him? Like, oh my lord. And then taking Amon-Ra instead of, who was it, Dexter Lawrence? Another really solid decision. Niners versus Chiefs. Did the Chiefs have to play anyone hard to get here? I'm sorry I keep checking this, but I just want to see. Did they have the bye week? No way. They have the bye week with normally it's the AFC that's really good, but it's actually the NFC this time. Fair enough. The reshuffle worked. Just got to do another reshuffle in 5 years if the NFC really is this dominant. But let's take a look at these dev-ups if we had any. At least Kenneth, who may have a double dev. And he doesn't. I really thought he was going to have a double dev there, but he didn't. And then defensively, Benton. Oh, you bot. Benton still didn't dev up. Nobody did. Other than freaking Kenneth, nobody dev'd up. What an L. But either way, the Chiefs. Let's see if we can win the Super Bowl and put another cap on a successful challenge rebuild, I suppose. Quentin Williams is on their team, and they have Mahomes again. How rare is that, though? Here it is, the Super Bowl rematch. The Chiefs somehow have freaking Mahomes in a fantasy. They literally had to pick one. It's like astronomical odds, like 1 in 32 or something. But 10-10, 17-10, into the fourth. The defense is legit. We're going to win. Year 3 Super Bowl. Hell yes. Anthony Richardson, a Super Bowl winning quarterback. Possible MVP, probably MVP. And we did it. We kept the Niners scheme on, which is, I mean, it's an okay scheme. It's probably top 10 offense in the game to use. Pittsburgh Steelers defense, just because we had all those Steelers players. And like 3 of them, I didn't even really mention Benton. I just kind of mentioned the 2 big ones. But the Niners are world champions of the football world. You could say of the world, but like the world doesn't really play football, American football, so it's kind of like, really? Like, who gives a crap? Like, huh? But yeah, we're the champions, and we'll take a look at the team. Is he rubbing his back? That is very weird. That is very strange, rubbing of the back. Just the way he did it. But anyways, let's take a look at these numbers. Was he MVP? I would probably say so, right? Didn't throw a pick, outplayed Mahomes because of completion percentage and touchdowns. Spiller had a rushing touchdown. He just showed up out of nowhere, finally. 2 interceptions, sack totals, none. TJ Watt's usually cooking, but not today, he says. I'm taking off for the Super Bowl of all the days to not get a sack. Of course, it's Mahomes and whatnot. They probably sacked him like 14 times, and they called flags and they brought the ball back or something. I don't know. But either way, let's take a look at the roster. See a look. The final team could go for the dynasty, but it probably doesn't really matter, right? Like, it's just, we got the Super Bowl. That's the goal. Just be happy with what we've got. Release finally got up there a little bit, but a lot of 99s here. Speed could use a little bit of work. Spec Catch use a little bit of work, but he's obviously a top 5-ish, top 10 receiver. What does his overall actually put him at? Number 1, of course, 99 overall, so there's probably a few 99 overall, so they're all tied for number 1. What about Kenneth Walker? He is number 4, but based on his ratings, probably number 1. It's not easy to get a guy that fast, and he does have a little bit of truckiness to him. Anthony Richardson's probably like 8, 14. Damn, a little lower than I ever thought. His short accuracy is not great, but the rest is pretty good. Puka Nacua. Let's take a look at that overall. 85. Release never really got up there, but short and medium route's amazing. Pretty fast, and his catching's really good. That's all that can really be said about that. O-line, I mean, it is what it is. Offensive lineman, who cares? Kyle Pitts, great catching, great route running. Speedy as always. That's really all there is to it when it comes to him. Dobbs, meh, who cares? Joke, 89 overall, probably never got that block shed up. And the answer is pretty true. Where's his man coverage, though? 73, that's kind of L, no? Very rare to get man coverage, apparently. Mapu, don't think his zone ever got up there. He's just kind of like a play wreck. He got to 79, actually. What's his... he's getting a couple from runs to support, probably. But yeah, play wreck, pursuit kind of stuff. Cartwright, superstar right away, 85 zone. He's by far the better of the two safeties. Already an 83 overall on top of it. Green, I guess, but who really cares? Don't need to look at Watt because he would have went down more than up. Great block shed, so we got ourselves 2 different types of linebackers. I guess they complement each other. Hunt, 79 overall. Didn't have a great rookie season, but it's hard even if you're not a rookie. And then looking at the D-line, Mr. Miles Murphy, required to do so much for us. Taking it in stride, 71 block shed, 91 power move, and athletic as hell at 275. Let's take a look at Benton, who is probably like 86 block shed, 85 with 78 power move. And then the Mr. Jalen Carter, the tank at DT. We'll take a look at those corners too, I suppose. But 93 block shed, insane strength, very athletic. Only 83 power move, but obviously we'd focus on that if we were manually using him. Maybe if we got like a camp standout, which I don't think can actually happen as an X factor. Never mind. We could have done that. But same ratings for Vanover, and then we do want to take a look at Mr. DJ Turner, who we knew kind of wasn't going to be the starting corner for the whole rebuild, but he was serviceable, obviously. And with that knowledge, we have become the Super Bowl champions, and we have done everything we needed to be considered the GOATs. If you guys enjoy this one, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel PKR Plays for non-Madden content, and maybe let me know what challenge rebuild or rebuild you want to see next. I've got a lot of teams that I haven't done a realistic for. I haven't done many fantasies this season. Maybe I can do some of those. And obviously there's a couple of challenge ideas I have, but maybe something you have I have never done, and I can shout you out. And yeah, probably going to be another upload on Monday, Texans franchise, more than likely, as usually Sunday I don't upload because, well, I upload 3 here today, and then obviously the football games. But anyways, thanks for watching. Hope you guys come back for next video. But until next video,